So today, we have the clown prince of crime, Joker, taking on the dancing clown, Pennywise, also known as It. Who wins? Let's find out. So, out of all the villains in Batman's rogues gallery, none of them have made Batman's life a living hell more so than the Joker. His name, age, and motivations are unknown, and the only thing we do know about him is that he fell into a bunch of chemicals, making his physical prowess enhanced, and he became mentally insane, and he has an unsatisfiable fascination with Batman. Killing him, maybe hurting him for sure, who knows. He just loves the guy. um, He's strong enough to trade blows with Batman and even send him flying back with a kick. He's brutally killed probably dozens of people with his hands or with a blunt weapon. He's even cut Alfred's hand off with a knife like it was nothing. Just a simple slice, like a hot knife through butter. His durability is his greatest physical trait due to his mental insanity. He seems to love getting hurt. He relishes in it. Every time he gets hurt, no matter how bad it is, he always laughs. He's laughed off brutal beatdowns from Batman, laughed off bullets, laughed off explosions and massive falls, and even after cutting his own face off, he was still smiling. And yeah, he survived it easily as well. And yeah, he's also pretty fast. He's matched Batman and Nightwing, and has even blocked throwing knives before. He's not even a bad fighter. He's actually a relatively good fighter. He's once killed every cop that was currently in the GCPD building single-handedly, bested 12 League of Assassin Ninjas, and he's bested each member of the Bat family at least once, and that includes Batman. Joker has carried several weapons and gadgets over the years. This includes a crowbar, razor-sharp playing cards that he can throw, exploding cigars, a flamethrower lighter, joy buzzers on his hands, pistols, knives, and acidic flowers. His most lethal weapon, however, is his Joker toxin. It's a deadly poison that forces victims to literally laugh to death. And this has even worked on powerful beings like Superman before. Also, being insane doesn't mean he's dumb. Quite the opposite, actually. He's a malicious, strategical genius on par with Batman and even Riddler, another very intelligent psycho, couldn't understand his plans. But in the other corner, we have It, Pennywise. Uh, Pennywise, also known as It, is at least 2 million years old, probably older, as he is older than civilization. And it's not from Earth. It's an ancient alien being from the void known as the Macroverse, a universe that surrounds our very own. Pennywise only lives to feast on human flesh, preferably kids, as they're easier to scare and torment, which is like seasoning the meat for it. It has several powers that allows it to scare its prey, like telepathy, which it uses to exploit fears, implant thoughts, and even mind control weak-minded people. It can shapeshift into anything, and this ability isn't restricted by space or uniformity, as it can appear in several places as different things. The clown is just its preferred choice, as clowns usually give a feeling of fear or at least discomfort to people. We've actually never seen its true form, as our brain simply can't comprehend it. The closest we ever got to seeing it was the big spider creature in It Chapter 2. Probably its most used power is illusions. Its illusions seem to have no limit, as they can become real physical things that can hurt its prey. It also has telekinesis, teleportation, chlorokinesis, size alteration, and invisibility. It's also strong enough to easily decapitate people and bite off limbs, and it's durable enough to withstand a beating with clubbing weapons and even survive being stabbed through the skull with an iron spike. Since it's not a true physical entity, it can't be killed or permanently injured by conventional weapons. The ritual of Chud is the only known way to harm and kill it. But as seen in the first movie, it can be forced to retreat if it's overwhelmed by physical attacks. There's also its most powerful and deadly attack, the deadlights in its mouth. The human brain can't comprehend these, and upon seeing them, people either instantly die or enter a coma-like state. So, who wins? Well, at Pennywise's best, Joker doesn't stand a chance. He's got all those powers and whatnot. Joker would not stand a chance. But that's just it. In this fight, Pennywise wouldn't be able to get at its best. That's because its power grows the more its prey fears it. This is why it torments its prey so much. It's unstoppable if it is feared. It is also weakened in the presence of courage, heart, hope, will, etc. The good emotions, right? Joker is mentally insane, which means he doesn't feel anything. He doesn't feel fear, discourage, courage, hope, any of that. But he does have an indomitable will, and never, if rarely, gives up. Pennywise won't be able to scare Joker. Granted, Pennywise won't be weakened since there's no feeling of courage or anything. But you get my drift. He's not going to be more powerful than, at its best, right? I mean, even Raven tried to exploit Joker's biggest fear and literally drew a blank. So, he's not scared of anything. But since Joker wouldn't be feeling courageous either, like I said, I wouldn't think Pennywise would be any weaker than his normal self. And I don't know how Pennywise would react to the Joker toxin either. It's affected Superman and the rest of the Justice League, so maybe it would affect Pennywise too. I'm not sure. But the rest of Joker's weapons should work on Pennywise. Not kill it, obviously, but I mean the buzzer, the crowbar, bullets, knives, all that great jazz should hurt it, at least to some degree. So I imagine the fight starting with the Joker finding a red balloon, and then instantly seeing an illusion of Batman, who would just start beating the crap out of him, in which he just, laughs off, of course, as he do, and then it would show itself and start dancing like it did in the movie. Woo! Joker would just start laughing and blast him with an explosive cigar, sending it flying through a wall. Joker would then see an illusion of Jason Todd as Robin, who then beats him to near death with a crowbar as he just, laughs. Again, as you do. It will then get real close to start feasting on Joker while Joker uses a gadget to hurt it and make some distance, right? Maybe the joy buzzer, flamethrower lighter, an acidic flower, something, right? In which Joker would then just go ham with the crowbar. It'll knock it out of his, beating the living tar out of it. Pennywise will then knock it out of Joker's hands. But then Joker would just start stabbing and slashing and cutting him with his knife. Just over and over again. As a last-ditch effort, it will shapeshift into Harley Quinn and ask why are you hurting me, Mr. J? He'll then respond with, I kind of miss doing this, and continue. It will then panic and run back to the sewers. That's how I see the fight playing out. I also don't think the deadlights would affect Joker either because of his insanity. And even if they did, Pennywise would have to restrain him to show him these in his mouth. And I don't think Joker would allow him to do that. Yeah, I think Joker's brutality and just mental insanity would grant him the win over Pennywise. Not by death, but by forcing it to flee. But you gotta remember, it doesn't like being embarrassed. And it will come back for Mr. J eventually. But for now, Joker wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think. And hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all that great stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Peace.